Hey guys, welcome to Chaos and Grace. We have a lot of new subscribers, so I just want to take a quick minute and welcome you if you are a new subscriber and say thank you for supporting our channel. A little background on me if you are new here. I am a homeschooling mom to 4 kids. They are threes. Our only girl is 3 years old, 6, 7, and 12. We are in our 6th year of homeschooling and we love it. We do a lot of road schooling, and now with the warmer months coming, so close, they're so close. We will be having a lot more videos on road schooling and how we do that and incorporate our curriculum into that. We're lucky enough to live in a very history and science rich area, and we use that to our benefit in a big way. We also have a backyard homestead where we currently are. We have 10 acres of land that we've recently purchased slowly over the course of the last few years. And we have plans to have a larger permanent homestead on that. But we're doing it very slowly because we'd like to be debt free on that. So while we are still in town, we live in a small rural town, we do backyard homesteading. So we've got a very large garden, we've got some rabbits, we've got some other animals. We've done quail before. So we like to incorporate our homesteading lifestyle. We also do hunting and fishing and store our own meat to last us for the year. We like to incorporate that into our homeschooling too. We feel like it's very important to teach those life skills to our children along with our homeschooling curriculum. I'm not sure if I mentioned this yet, but I talk a lot about frugal homeschooling both here and on my blog, which I'll leave the link for below for you guys to check out if you'd like. So if any of that interests you, I want to invite you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right now so that you can go ahead and stay up to date on all the videos that we put out. So for this video, I joined in on a collaboration that was started by Melissa over at 6 Times Blessed, along with some other awesome homeschooling moms. I will put the links for the playlist in the description box below so you guys can check that out. And we wanted to talk about how we get our kids to do their chores and how we organize that. So I'm going to share with you how I have my kids do their chores and the system that we use. So my chore system that I have in place is very underwhelming. I don't have any special chore packs or check mark systems or anything like that. I don't do sticker charts or anything. I've tried. But I find that I have a hard time sticking to that, honestly. If I'm starting to do my own stuff and the kids are like, I've done it, I've finished, I've checked, come check me off. Or if I was nursing a baby or in the middle of dealing with an animal crisis or something, I would get pulled away from that to go check on something, or I was too busy to walk away and then I would forget and we'd do something else, and it just wasn't consistent. And I feel like with teaching kids responsibility and chores, it's very important to be consistent in whatever system you decide to use. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing those systems. I think they're great and it really gets kids excited about them and have some ownership and be able to put their sticker on and check mark or whatever your system is. I think those are great, but for me, I'm just not good at sticking to it. It's all me, it's not them, it's me. So what I do is I make our chores part of our daily routine. So in the morning, we get up, and I've got my little chore thing, but there's stuff on the back, and I don't know if you can see it. So you can see there at, what time do we do it? 8 o'clock. I'm up like super early, like 5:30 usually. Sometimes I get lucky and I can sleep till 6:30, but usually around 5:30. And then I get up and I do like my mom time. I need that time to wake up. I can get in some devotionals or Bible time. I have to make breakfast, and I like to do a hot breakfast most mornings. So I get breakfast going, and then I have to get my husband's lunch going, and just morning chores for me. So and I need to have that time, because if I don't get that time in the morning, I don't really get a shower. So I need to get that time in if I want it. So when I'm doing that, the kids are getting up and getting out of bed. I don't really wake them up. They kind of get up and roll out of bed naturally early anyway. Even my 12-year-old, he sleeps a lot, but he still likes to get up early. So they get up when they get up. And I'll be honest, I let them watch TV first thing in the morning. They can watch. We've got a couple of YouTube channels that they like Brave Wilderness, things like that they'll watch. Sometimes I just let them watch mindless cartoons, whatever really they want to do, because I need that time for me, like I said. And then once my husband's getting ready to go to work and he's getting out the door is when we start kicking it into gear and getting our stuff done. I will start doing our homeschool prep, getting any dinner prep done, and that's when they start doing their chores. Now their daily chores are, I made notes so I don't forget. So for Jackson and Caleb, so that's my 7-year-old and my 6-year-old, they make their beds, they are responsible for their toys, they put their own clothes away, and you know, they'll brush their teeth. Of course I double check because they're 6 and 7. and clean themselves, brush their hair, things like that. Just kind of daily getting ready for the day kind of things. My oldest son, Wyatt, who's 12, he will also do those things. And those are just their daily things. I expect toys to be put away where they belong. Now they all share a room, so they each have like one section where they have a bed, and they've got like those cubby shelf systems with the buckets, and they just throw everything in there. They've got like little display areas for if they've built a Lego thing and they want to display it, they can put that up there. But their space is their space, and they have to keep all of their stuff in there. Their extra chores that they have, now this kind of varies as the kids get older, and they'll age out of easier chores and go into more difficult chores. So for Caleb, he is responsible for recycling and just taking stuff out. He loves to break stuff down and everything, so we'll just give him like the cereal boxes and Amazon boxes and milk jugs and things, and he'll crush them and jump on them and down. And Jackson also helps with this, and then they'll take it out to the recycling bin. That is it for what I have for Caleb. I know I said I do have 3 things for each child. I try and give him 3 things that he's responsible for every day, separate from his daily routine, his daily chores, or maybe it's every other day or so. And I want him to have those 3 things because that's what his brothers have. But Caleb has sensory processing disorder, so it is going to greatly depend on the kind of day he's having. I want to push him and challenge him, and he definitely doesn't get a pass on being responsible within our family, but I have to consider what he's capable of and where I can push him and where I need to back off for him. So we take it kind of hour by hour some days for him. Jackson does the vacuuming in some areas of the house. He does the folding for blankets, towels, some of the laundry to help me out. And then, as I said, he does the recycling with Caleb. Wyatt probably has the biggest chores right now. He flips the laundry for me. He cleans up after the dogs outside, and he also takes out the garbage. Now, because we do have animals here, everybody's responsible for their own animals. Wyatt is kind of responsible for our biggest dog, she's like a Corgi Terrier mix, and we thought he was going to be a lot smaller than he actually is. He's not quite a year old, so Wyatt's the only one that's really strong enough to wrangle him, so he's responsible for taking him out for his morning and afternoon walk, and he helps with like the training and things like that. And those are just responsibilities that he has help with. Our rabbits that are outside, Jackson and Caleb both do. They will either kind of negotiate with each other, and I allow that. As long as everything gets done, I'm fine with it. And as long as they're both okay with it and there's no fighting, I don't care. So they will go outside and they'll feed them and water them and, you know, play with them a little bit, and they'll do that daily, twice a day. The rabbits need to be taken care of. So they'll either take turns or they'll both go out and do it together. Now, I don't know if other channels are going to be touching on the subject of allowances for chores, but we do not pay our kids or give an allowance to do their chores. We kind of feel like they're part of this family and they need to learn that they have responsibilities within the family. Everybody participates together. We want them to learn that they're members of this family and that all members of this family need to work together and participate together to be successful. We don't want them to learn that picking up their own stuff in their own space that entitles them to get money, because it's not a job that they'd get paid for. It's just their responsibility. And we want them to learn that sense of responsibility, and that there's work. If there's work that just needs to be done, they just need to do their work. They're not going to get anything for it. It's just their responsibility. We don't have any set chores for setting and clearing the table because we all do that together. If there's a child in there that wants to help me with dinner, they'll probably end up setting the table for me. At the end of dinner, we all come together, and this is actually something we've recently started because honestly I got sick of doing it by myself. We will now all help clear, and nobody will go sit down and just kind of veg and after dinner like a lot of people want to do until everything is cleared and I've got the kitchen clean. And that has helped huge in getting my workload kind of taken care of, and I guess lightening my workload a little bit and taking care of the things that need to be taken care of to help me get set up for the next morning to start this whole thing again. And then I've got more time to spend with them, and it's not just me all the way in the kitchen and everybody else in the front room hanging out and laughing and playing and everything, and I'm stuck in there cleaning. So it's another thing that's just worked great for us is everybody, if there's a big job to be done, everybody pitches in and does it. if the kids want to earn money for something, they will do odd jobs. We've got some elderly neighbors around so that can shovel for them, they can rake for them. My parents have a house a few blocks down that they don't live in full time, so my oldest son will go over there and he'll rake and he'll shovel and he'll take care of some things over there so that he can earn some money from them. Or if I need something done, if we've got like a big mess or something, or the porch, when we had the porch and we needed to gut that, a lot of stuff needed to be cleared out of there, so they all helped and they got paid for that. Another thing that they got to do as an opportunity to make money was help me shovel mulch. Our neighbors had a tree taken out and they kindly left all the wood chips next to our garden. Well, all those wood chips on my 700 square foot garden that goes the length of our house needed to be, I'm looking, it's right there at the window, needed to be shoveled into that garden and smoothed out. So the kids helped me over several days, weeks actually, took longer than it should have. But they helped me get all of that in there and they all got paid for that too. So if they want money, they know they have to really put in some work, and that's just a value that we really want to instill in them. My husband has an amazing work ethic. He works no matter what. And I really want that instilled in my kids, and I feel like if I just hand out money to them, if we hand out an allowance just for something as simple as picking up their own stuff, they're not going to learn it. And if anybody who does it differently, I have no problem with that. I'm not saying that our way is better. It's really whatever works for you. So it took me kind of a long time because we had kids kind of back to back to back there for a while. And I either had an infant or I was breastfeeding or I was pregnant for so many years. So this is a system that we've just kind of played with and taken some things away and added some things over the years, and this is just kind of what we've landed on, and it is working so well. Now there are days where nothing works, and on those days I do not obsess about it. If the house ends up being a wreck, it's frustrating to me, but there are more important things to deal with, and I deal with those things instead. I just have to pick my battles. So that's it. That is my whole system for getting my kids to do their chores. I told you it was pretty underwhelming. It was pretty simple. I just keep it simple and in the routine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, maybe got something helpful out of it, and don't forget to go ahead and click that list below in the description box to check out the other channels, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.